Welcome to the Management Concept Series from Agovia Consulting. This is Chris Kaufman. These 5-minute discussions are designed to give you nuggets of information you'll find useful as a leader or in your work as a manager. Today, we'll be looking at one of the universal requirements for success, identity. If you are to achieve success, there are 3 primary elements that go into it, or 3 primary orientation points. These are identity, which we'll discuss today, success definition, which means how can we know when we are successful, what are we shooting for, and an honest statement of where we are today, our current state. This gives us the knowledge of what we have to do to achieve success within our identity. Identity. There are 3 primary elements that go into identity: mission, vision, and values. Now, these can be debated for days on end, and there are many consultants who are perfectly happy to be paid for helping you debate them for days on end. Mission, however, very simply is, what are we, what do we do, who do we do it for, and how do we do it? A simple test on this: can you hand it to someone on the street, a stranger on the street, and they can tell you what you do? If you can hand your mission statement to someone who does not know you, and they can reasonably accurately tell you what you do, you've got a good mission statement. If your mission statement is defined by your people, by developing your people, by your environment in which your people work, chances are you don't have a mission statement, but you have something else. Vision is very simply a state you want to attain with your business or organization. Values. These are the things that are important to you, and the ethical boundaries within which you are going to work. These are the things that are important enough to you that they can change a decision or prevent you from doing certain things you might do otherwise to achieve your ends. These are the things that are important to you and help keep you honest. All right, Chris, it's important. So you say. So, why is it important, and why should I care? Well, let's take a minute. Let's talk about John Martin and Taco Bell. Now, you may be asking yourself right off the bat, who is John Martin and why should I care about him? That is also a very good question. In 1981, John Martin became the CEO of Taco Bell, and at that point they were not doing well. So John Martin looked at his staff and said to them, "Are we a maker of food, or are we a feeder of people?" They looked back at him and said, "As you may. Is there a difference?" And John Martin said to them, "Duh," or he thought it, "duh. Yes, there is a difference. If you're a maker of food, you need cooks, you need raw materials, you have 1/3 dining room and 2/3 kitchen. If you're a feeder of people, you have prepared food, you have 2/3 dining room and 1/3 kitchen. You hire preparers, not cooks. Impacts, personnel, supply chain, distribution. You have training, real estate. It's a very big difference." So let's talk about somebody else. Let's talk about insurance. Let's talk about the gecko. Let's talk about the Geico. The caveman, the lizard, do they sell insurance, or do they sell money in your pocket? They don't ever talk about insurance, not much anyway. What you see is they talk about money in your pocket, saving money on a commodity. They know what they sell. Let's talk about Steve Jobs at Apple. What does Steve sell? Doesn't sell much but hardware. Hardware is what he sells. But does he sell hardware, or does he sell lifestyle? He sells lifestyle, and he knows darn well he sells lifestyle. You can get equipment from any number of suppliers that's just as good as an iPod or an iPhone, but you don't get the white earbuds and the white string around your neck unless you have the iPod. Educators. Are educators providers of education, or are they educators of people? Very different on how they approach their job. Coca-Cola and Pepsi periodically forget they're not selling colored water with sugar in it. They're selling lifestyle. Know what you sell. Know what you are. Know your identity. It's fundamental to making the right decisions when the crisis comes up, when an investment decision comes up, when you need to hire people, when you need to change your organization. Knowing who you are is vital to success. So identity, one of the universal requirements of success, one of the two that are essential to be successful, identity and definition of success, one of the three that are essential to create a plan to achieve that success. This has been Chris Kaufman of Agovia Consulting. You can find more of our management concept series at our website, www.agovia.com. That's Agovia, A-G-O-V as in Victor, I-A, from the Latin, to live, to manage, to find the road. More importantly, from the .com, it was available. We'll talk more in the future. Take care.